My final point tonight is short and sweet. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. The day after Thanksgiving was always my favorite growing up. We were off school, my sisters and brother and I. My dad was usually off work. It felt like a holiday, but without the stress of the actual holiday day. My extended family is huge, and we have a big boisterous get-together every year on Thanksgiving Day. But my immediate family had a Thanksgiving tradition all our own when I was a kid that I loved. It's been phased out now that my sisters and brother and I have grown up and scattered around the country. But when we were little, my dad would wake us up bright and early the day after Thanksgiving. We'd get bundled up in scarves and hats and gloves and boots. The weather in Ohio, where I grew up, is terrible in November. It's freezing, usually wet, but no snow yet. Anyway, my dad would haul us kids to the woods a few minutes' drive from our house, and he'd take us on a nature walk, where we'd be lucky if we saw any living creature besides ourselves. At home, my mom would be cooking another turkey, and when we got back from the freezing, spooky woods, we'd be all excited about the 1 or 2 deer we did see and whose fingers were frozen, and laughing at whomever accidentally stepped through the shallow ice in the creek. And we'd have the most wonderful second Thanksgiving dinner, just our family. On Wednesday, I talked a little bit about what I'm thankful for this year, but I wanted to add this to the list because in our culture, the value of spending time as a family isn't thought about anymore. We're all too busy keeping up to date with news and social media on our smartphones, planning activities, or trying to hang out with all our friends. But this is one of my favorite memories from childhood. Just being with my family, going on a nature walk with my dad through the woods, which I don't even theoretically like to do, and sitting around the kitchen table with my parents and my sisters and my brother. And that's something I will always be grateful for. And that is my final point. Thanks for tuning in tonight for Tipping Point. I hope you'll join me again on Monday. And in the meantime, keep up the conversation with me on Twitter at @Liz_Wheeler, and have safe travels and a great rest of your holiday weekend.